I began thinking about the subject while chewing the tip of my fountain pen. So Annie says that I was thinking about my topic given by the teacher by keeping pen in my mouth. So chewing means just like beating. I was having pen in my mouth. Anyone could ramble on and leave big spaces between the words. Ramble means talking nonsense. But the trick was to come up with convincing arguments to prove the necessity of talking. So Annie says that suppose if the essay was given to any child, the child could also write the essay in different way. He could also leave big spaces in the words. But my main purpose was to convince the teacher the necessity of talking. That my aim was to write in that essay that talking is the quality. Convincing means like a to satisfy the teacher. I thought and thought. Suddenly, I had an idea. And he said that, and I got an idea about that essay. I wrote the 3 pages Mr. Kessing had assigned me and was satisfied. And he said, then I wrote in that essay as given by my teacher, Mr. Kessing. And I argued that talking is students' trait means quality, and that I would do my best to keep it under control. And he says that then I wrote in that essay, talking is the quality of a student, and I am trying my best to control it, but I cannot. Next. But that I would never be able to cure myself of habit since my mother talked as much I did, if not more, and that there is not much you can do about inherited traits. So, what do you mean by inherited traits? Means the like quality, genetic qualities which are shifted from parents to children. So, Annie says that although I was trying to cure my habit, I was trying to control my habit of talking, but I couldn't because my mother used to speak. My mother also was a talkative lady, so I could not keep away myself from that quality. Mr. Casing had a laugh at my arguments, but when I proceeded to talk my way through the next lesson, he assigned me a second essay. When I started talking, Mr. Casing had given me another essay in the class. This time it was supposed to be on an incorrigible chatterbox. And he says that this time Mr. Casing had given me another topic, and the name of the topic was an incorrigible chatterbox. What do you mean by incorrigible? Means incorrigible means something that cannot be corrected, like a bad habit. So this time this topic was given to Annie. I handed it in. Annie says that then I wrote something in that essay, and Mr. Kessing had nothing to complain about 2 whole lessons. Then Mr. Kessing did not complain because a little bit he was satisfied. However, during the third lesson, he would finally had enough. He had finally enough. He had finally had enough. Annie Frank, as punishment for talking in class, write an essay entitled Quack Quack Quack, said Mr. Chatterbox. So, the third time, as I started speaking in the classroom, I started talking. Mr. Kessing had given me third essay, another homework, another essay as a punishment, and then the name of that essay was Quack Quack Quack, said Mr. Chatterbox. The class roared. I had to laugh too, though I would nearly exhausted my ingenuity on the topic of chatterboxes. Chatterboxes means talkative. Exhausted means like tired. Ingenuity means like originality. So Annie said that as the essay was given to me, the whole classes The whole class started talking, whole class started speaking loudly and hooting also. Roaring means like speaking loudly. And I also started laughing by getting that funny topic. And I was completely tired and I couldn't use, my originality, my skill on that essay. You can say ingenuity means like skill and like talent, and here exhausted can be used as a inability. So I was not able to use my skill, not able to use my talent, my intellectuality to write on that essay. It was time to come up with something else, something original. And he says that it was time to write something original in that essay. My friend Shane, who is good at poetry, offered to help me write the essay from beginning to end in verse, and I jumped for joy. So Annie says that my boyfriend, Mr. Shane, who was good in English poetry and who told me to help in that essay, and who had given me something new ideas, and I wrote those ideas in this essay, and I was very happy. Mr. Cassing was trying to play joke on me with the ridiculous subject, but I would make sure the joke was on him. And he says that after getting that topic and after getting my ideas, Mr. Cassing used to play joke with me. So why did Mr. Cassing used to play joke? Why did he used to uh, like discourage me on that in that way? Because he wanted me to just leave that habit. Okay, he wanted to say me that always talking is not good for a child. But I would make sure the joke was on him. But I was sure that it was a joke upon my teacher. He was making himself ridiculous in front of the students. I finally, I finished my poem and it was beautiful. And he says that I just completed my poem and it was a beautiful poem. It was about a mother duck and a father swan. And he says, I just finished my third essay and it was about a mother duck, father swan, and three baby ducklings who were beaten to death by a father because they quacked too much. And he says that ducklings means baby ducklings were killed by father swan because they used to speak loudly, they used to quack, quack, quack too much. Luckily, Mr. Cassing took the joke the right way, and he says that luckily Mr. Cassing took interest in that joke, in that essay which I have mentioned in the topic. He read the he read the poem to the class, and he says that he read the poem to whole class, adding his own comments. Mr. Cassing had also given his own arguments and to several other classes as well. It means he read that topic, that essay in other classes also. Since then, I have been allowed to talk and haven't been assigned any extra homework. And he said that since that day, I was permitted to speak, to talk in the classroom. You know, I was given a little bit liberty to speak, to talk in the classroom because Mr. Cassing was satisfied with my arguments that talking is really quality of student, and that's a good thing. On the contrary, it means on the other hand, Mr. Cassing is always making jokes these days, and he says that now these days Mr. Cassing was creating joke, he was playing joke upon, okay, upon these topics. So this is the chapter. I hope that dear students you understood the chapter, and in the last Annie Frank put her arguments in three essays, trying to satisfy her teacher Mr. Cassing in different way, and Mr. Cassing was also delighted by getting ideas from Annie. In the last, she was permitted to speak in the classroom. Dear students, you can also do question answers given on page number 54. Okay, thank you and have a nice day.